Ladies and gentlemen, I just realised my microphone was out of the way. How are we all doing? Welcome back once again to the AJS channel. It's Aston Villa away at Valencia in the final pre-season game before we head to Newcastle, to St James Park for the opening day of the Premier League next week. This game, I'm just going to say this right now, every player here has to put in an unbelievable performance, really, in order to be picked for the Newcastle game. You know, this game is probably the most important game of all of pre-season, more important than any of the games in the tour. It's quite a strong side. We're going to get into the lineups and get into absolutely everything for today. How you doing, Tracy Long? With a comment of Up the Villa. And Stealth, what's good? He says, hi, AJS. How are you? Just got back from Wales. Can't wait for tonight. I am so excited for this game. I think this is where we'll truly get to see the biggest example of what Aston Villa can do with the squad that we have right now, with the new players coming in. I think this is the biggest insight into all of pre-season that we've had. It's a very strong side. I'll get into it. In goal, Emi Martinez, Cash, Konsa, Mings, and Torres. Looks like the back four with Konsa at right back. Bailey, Kamara, Dougie Luiz, Diaby, John McGinn, Ollie Watkins. It's looking like the 4-4-2, or some people say it's like a 4-4-2 with a shadow striker. It's like a modern take of it, with Diaby alongside Ollie Watkins, with Leon Bailey and John McGinn as the wide. It'd be traditional wide players, but they're quite narrow. Unai Emery's system is very unique in that sense. But it's as you were for most of what we've seen before. How you doing, Young Ghost? He says hello. And J3 says, hey up, AJ, mate, how are we? I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very good about this. I'm very excited. This game, the only downside is none of the friendlies have been at Villa Park. Every friendly has either been in the US tour, or at the Bescot in Warsaw, or away in Spain. And we're currently at Valencia's home ground. I want to know your predictions. Give me them in the chat below. I'd love to see what you guys think. It'll be very good. Sorry, my brain's not working. I've had a very long game. I've had a very long day today. So if I'm a little bit tired, or if I mess up a little bit, just bear with me. It has been very busy. Mike, how you doing? Mike, what's good? He says, what's up, AJ? How you doing, man? J3 says 3-0 with Luiz Diaby and Philogene. And he says, I'm surprised the one game I don't watch because Olsen is in goal. He keeps a clean sheet for 90 minutes. I didn't watch specifically because Olsen was in net. We went, well, he's got another clean sheet because he kept a clean sheet in the other one as well when he played for 45 minutes against, was it Fulham? He also kept a clean sheet for. Very bizarre. Mike also says, didn't Villa Park have Monster Jam or something like that? That's true. That is true. It is a shame, though, because the first team does miss out on that Villa Park practice. I do think getting players like Tielemans and Torres playing at Villa Park before the big games, I think it would have made even just a small difference, gets them used to the ground. That's personally what I would have liked. Anyway, Norman Bates says 2-1 Villa. I'd love that. I don't think it's going to be a very... I don't know how to word this. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think we're going to have to work hard to get a win today. They're not going to bend over for us. They're a good side. We'll get into their side as well. Some of their players you may recognise. Jose Gaia is one of the best fullbacks in Spain. Gabriel Paulista. I think you guys will remember he used to play for Arsenal only a few years ago. He's now 32, which is just ridiculous. I am getting very old. Who else do they have? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Andre Almeida, who played for the Portuguese team. There's some names in there, so it's not going to be super easy. How do you feel about Aaron Ramsey? That's something I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you brought it up. If you guys are not aware, Burnley are interested in Aaron Ramsey for around 12 million. I would not sell. I think 12 million is very low considering what we should want for him. I'd be very disappointed if we let him go. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think the Ramsey family are very talented together. I'd love to see him and his brother play for Aston Villa in the first team in the near future. So I think it's a joke, to be quite honest. No chance should we sell him. If we sell him, it's a lot worse than selling Chukwuemeka to Chelsea for 20 million. I think it'll be one of the worst pieces of business for Aston Villa, personally. Stealth says 4-2. Guys, 19 of you in the live stream, which I do appreciate. Your support is always amazing. If you can, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. That would be very much appreciated. Also, you can join the Discord as well. Some of you may not have it, but if you want to get it, today could be the day. You get to join like the community, talk with me and all that. And whenever there's posts, like links and all that for the games, I will from now on post it in my Discord. Some channels apparently, even if they trace links back to YouTube channels, and that can get people into trouble. So from now on, I am gonna only post links in my Discord. If my bot can work, please. Hello. Give me a. It would also help if my bot decided to wake up. Anyone know where I can watch this without paying for Villa TV? Just give me a second while I go on bot tricks, because my bot seems to be very much asleep right now. Which is annoying because I set up a bunch of this stuff yesterday, so I have no idea why it decides to not wake up. It should be here. Commands. I've got a few other commands as well, but none of them seem to be working. Amazing. I use the old Twitter, or should I say X from now on? I'm not gonna call it X. I do not care. I'm even gonna use another command. Is it just refusing to work? If it is, this is stupid. What on earth? Oh, apparently they're having problems, and there's gonna be no support because their staff are on holiday. According to, oh my god, I've picked one of the worst bots then, because they can't even help me. Jesus Christ. Alright, so if you want to join my Discord, I may post the link in there if you want to watch the game with me. I did cave and I bought the £5 pass, but I can very briefly try and find a live stream for you guys that I would have used anyway. I usually use Twitter. Twitter's great for this kind of stuff. Bear with me. Invites. Fuck's sake. Nothing just wants to work today. Fine, I'll just copy and paste this, whatever. Bot is traumatized. My bot, yeah, he doesn't want to be here. Feel free to join my Discord. Like I said, I'm going to post some game streams. Hopefully, other people can do it as well. In fact, if anything, I'd be more appreciative if people wanted to post. If I'll even say it in my Discord. Now, if anyone has links for the game today, please post it here. Alright, cool. So I apologise for that. I don't know what on earth is going on with Botrix, but they just do not seem to want to work, so amazing. Mike says, I saw 14 million with buyback clause, no idea if true. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. I hope that we're just going to say no, but, you know, money talks in football. I think he's a phenomenal talent, and I think he could be, you know, very useful for Aston Villa in the future. So, yeah. Yo, dude, how's life? It's me and my daughter Caitlin saying hi. I think I've seen you before, Dean. What's good? I think I've seen you, and I think you've mentioned your daughter before as well. I hope you're okay, my friend. A lot of you didn't see it yesterday because I only do Villa games, and obviously some people are only here for Aston Villa, which is fair enough. But I did actually stream Sheffield Wednesday versus Southampton, and it's something that I want to do a little bit more often. Do games outside of Aston Villa. I did the first game of the Championship, which is the reason why I did that yesterday. It's the first game back in the footballing world, I guess, or at least our footballing world. So I'm going to be doing more games outside of Villa. So do check this channel every now and then. I will be doing Villa stuff. No, sorry, non-Villa related stuff as well as Villa related stuff. Mike says, even if you buy him back, good accounting, being homegrown, straight profit now, then spread out over contract if you buy back. That's true, to be fair. And you'd imagine if he did well elsewhere, he might want to come back. It's just, you know, he could choose to not, which is the worry. I'd rather tie him down and encourage him to play. Oh, predictions, guys, do post it. Do post your predictions in the comments. I'm going to say 2-0 to Villa. I think this is quite a strong outfit we've got today. I'm hoping for a Diaby brace. I'd be very happy with that. He didn't score in his last game. He's got 2 in 3. It'd be very nice for him to end pre-season with as many goals as games. I think he's been phenomenal. Can you also let me know as well who's been your how do I word it? Who's been like the most impressive player for you so far in pre-season? What player do you think has either did better than your expectations, or you could just tell me who do you think has been our best player throughout all of pre-season? There's a lot of nominations, I think. I've seen a lot of people say Tielemans has been incredible. Pau Torres has dealt with everything. It's hard to judge centre-back sometimes. But Pau Torres, I think, has been second to none. He's won almost every header. I think the only mistake he's made was in the Brentford game. I think it was Umbermo who went on the inside on his left foot and he bent one past Martinez. And that was because Torres let him go on the inside. But that was the only mistake he's made in the games he's played. And who thought Umbermo would score from there? Philogene, I don't care. MZS says Watchalong beat Spanish commentary. It does, my friend. It does. And I'm very unbiased. I'm a massive Villa fan, but I'm very unbiased on this channel. And I just say things, you know, how they are. Mark says good questions because it hasn't been obvious. Yeah, it hasn't, but that's a good thing. No, I'd rather have this debate on who from Aston Villa has actually been impressive. And the fact there are so many different answers is a very good thing. I wouldn't like if it was just one player who stood out and that's it, which has happened before. Buendia in the Newcastle game for the first 10 minutes was like Lionel Messi. But he was on something different that day. I don't know what was going on. He was very special. Mark says Villagene's been very good. I've liked that. I've liked as well how much he's been played. There's been a lot of trust thrown on his shoulders by Unai Emery, seemingly out of nowhere, and I think he's done very well. I don't think he's looked out of place. I think it's probably one of the best compliments I can give, that he's looked very competent on the pitch. He is. He scored as well, actually, against who was it? It was it Fulham? He got the first goal. I think it was Fulham, and he nutmegged Bernd Leno. He looked very good in that game. He's looked very good throughout all the preseason. I think John McGinn is a very good contender as well for one of the most impressive players. Not only for his goal contributions, but he bodied Tonali against Newcastle. He's, you know, involved everywhere. He didn't ghost any game. Love to see it, basically, and long may it continue. If I had to pick a player specifically, I probably would say Tielemans, because that guy just looks phenomenal. He just looks like he is that guy. He is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal player, and long may it continue. Buendia bodying 60 mil Tonali is my favourite clip. It's so funny. Absolutely ridiculous. We are about to be underway, though, for Valencia versus Aston Villa. Give me a second. I need to hide the kickoff text. I'm watching on Villa TV, which I'm guessing will have some form of delay. But it's the best we can do. When do you think Tielemans will score? It's difficult to say because his job. Scoring goal. It's very easy to say this, but scoring goals isn't Tielemans' job, is it? He can hit them from range. I'd probably guess he'd score maybe 5 a season if he played it like near enough every game, and probably somewhere around like the 7th, 8th game he'd get his first goal. He did it at the bar against Lazio. Very unlucky. I'd like to see something from Archer today. Well, he's not starting. There's an idea which was spoken about on Villa TV that we could be playing a back 3 today, rather than the usual 4-4-2. We'll have to wait and see. Early mistake though. Chance of Valencia very early on into this game. Lovely combination into the box. It was the number 10 Almeida trying to combine with Correa down the right hand side for Valencia, and already Kamara's holding his ankle within the first minute, which is a big worry. You don't want to see this. Do you have safe links for this? So I do have a Discord server. If people do want to join, I can try and find links for the game. If anyone, I'm gonna ask basically, because a lot of you are in my Discord. If you could, one, if you haven't already joined it, please do. And 2, provide links for the games. Post it in the general. I was watching the Villa game against was it Newcastle that I watched on? No, Newcastle was on TV. It was Villa Lazio. So I've been very tired today. Villa Lazio I watched on a live stream online. I think I used Twitter for it. But if anyone does find a game, please do let me know. You can DM me on Discord, post it in my general for all I care, and we can all watch it together. But yeah, do join the Discord link there, and that's where I will post it if I do ever, if I can find one. I don't like to gatekeep streams. We're all we're mainly gonna be Aston Villa fans in this stream, so we're all one big family, Dean Rickett said, our score predictions, mine is 4-0 to Villa. These are my kids' predictions. Caitlin says 3-0. Hayden says 1-0. And Nathan says 2-1. All players looking confident. I think the most realistic out of all of that is probably Nathan. I'd say 2-1 is a very realistic scoreline. Even 1... I'd say 1-0, but you usually get goals in friendlies. That's why I predicted around 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more or less. Is there any way I can watch it for free and without this? Unfortunately, because of the way things are, the only links I'll be providing is through Discord. It's safe for me and for this channel. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for now and the future. I apologize if people don't like that, but that's what everyone does. Well, to be fair, you get a lot of people who don't even provide that. And we'll just watch and keep everyone else in the dark, So at least I want to do something. I will be honest with you guys. It is a Valencia side that I don't know many of the players for. I'd say it looked like quite a change Valencia side. You think of their squad. I mean, I know Diakabi from FIFA. I know Pepelu. Probably their most famous player is Gabriel Paulista, who played for Arsenal. Of all the players they have, I think that's the most well-known name. He was all right, Arsenal. I think he was overhated. Holy, I just had a spider on my leg. Ew. I scared the hell out. I just had a spider on my leg. Jesus Christ. I hate spiders. That was horrible. Sorry about that. Jesus, man. I had a heart attack. I'm a massive anti-spider, but I hate spiders, basically. I got a massive spider phobia, so that was horrible. That woke me up. I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, Valencia, out of all the players they have, yeah, I'd say Gabriel Paulista. I can't believe he's 32. I'm getting old. I'm getting well old. If he's 32 years of age. Jesus Christ. I'll go on the hunt for some links, AJ. Don't you worry. I appreciate you, man. Twitter's a good place. Yeah, arachnophobe. Yeah, I'm a massive arachnophobe. I can't stand spiders. It weren't very big. It was only like this big, but it was on me and I hated it. Ugh, Jesus. What was I gonna say? My brain's been just a bit all over the place. I should have really had a sleep, but I didn't really have any time. I have been so busy today. I went to a Villa game. Not a Villa game. I'm watching a Villa game. I went to another match today, and I didn't come back until very recently. And that was just a lot of there was like some police trouble, and it was just a bit of a mess. It's on my shoulder. Thank you, man. See, this is what I shouldn't have said, because now I'm gonna get these comments like over and over again. Jesus Christ. Pau Torres, good interception. Cancer. See, they're saying back three. I don't see it though. Is this a back? I don't think it's a back three. Douglas Luiz battles really well. He looks like he was fouled there, but the referee doesn't think so. Oh, there's a mistake, and thankfully an offside flag has helped Villa there. A long ball play through to Correa, the right back. Villa's midfield kind of went paper thin there. Oh yeah, there's a massive gap between Pau Torres and Leon. Oh, Leon Bailey defensively is shocking, man. Back three in possession, but definitely a four in defense. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it didn't look like a back three when I was when I said it. So there is a transitional formation, which I know Unai Emery loves to have. Because I remember Brighton away, we went to like a back six almost. Just join your server. How do you get the link? Basically, if someone posts it, it will go in there. I will have a quick look on Twitter for you guys, right? I'll be really nice. But Twitter was how I watched the last game, and you can watch it through a link there. But if anyone can find the game, feel free to post it in my Discord. I'm not. Oh, I've found a stream. That took barely any time. I'm too talented. There we go. Is link number 1. Feel free to watch it. I think that should work. That had 300 people watching, although I think it might have just gone down. I might be very unlucky. I think it's just gone down actually. Cross on the right into the box. Good clearance by Kamara. I will say Valencia are on top here, causing Villa some problems. Oh no, the stream is. But okay, it's not. It does actually work. Okay, we're all good. We are all good. Between how bad Bailey is in the air and in defence is just such a liability. He doesn't help the back line at all, and it's such a problem, I think. Corner's taken short. Juro gets the cross in. Header away by Douglas Luiz. It's not convincing. He does get it away this time properly. Oh, very good tackle from... Oh, was that... Yeah, Bailey, sorry. Oh, that's poor from Diaby. Yeah, it was Bailey with the tackle. Villa tried to hit Valencia on the break while they were exposed at the back because they lost the ball. Obviously on the halfway line where they pushed a lot of their squad forward because they already had the ball quite high up. I don't know about you, but I'm watching this on Villa TV and the quality is awful. I have no idea why, but it is absolutely vile. There's like Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm struggling to see what I'm watching half the time. The frame rate is horrific. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's noticed that. This is abysmal. Almeida, good interception. Villa concede the throw-in. I just realised they got the Georgian goalkeeper, Mamadashvili. Again, I've seen him literally only because of FIFA. Because he's like a gold card for Georgia, and they barely have any players. I forgot all about him. That's crazy. Valencia last season, they didn't do the best. They only finished 2 points above the relegation zone. You'd expect them to be there or thereabouts again with the squad that they have. They don't really, you know, they don't move me basically with their squad. I don't look at their team and have much worry, is what I will say. Free kick to Valencia though, and it would be horrible if we conceded after I said that. There's no sponsor on the front of the Villa shirts, by the way. I don't know if any of you can give me a reason as to why. Well, Valencia have just missed a real big chance. Cross comes in. He was completely unmarked there. It was Diakabi, completely unmarked. He's offside, to be fair, but there's no VAR in friendlies, obviously. This is awful coverage. This is absolutely terrible coverage. I'm gonna have a quick look on Twitter just to see if people are moaning about it, because this is horrible. Like, it looks like someone's tried to record it off an Android phone. Like, not a fan. Fix the quality. Oh, ability. Yeah, people are complaining, thankfully. Lads, I'm getting motion sickness. This is like watching a headache. Stream quality is shocking. I'm glad Villa Twitter is all on this. Good. This is horrific. £5 this cost me, by the way, and I'm seeing double. Like, this is why it's hard for me to commentate when you've got Bailey on the ball. Ming's on the ball right now, right? There's two of him when he moves. The frame rate is so bad, I'm seeing two Tyrone Mings. Any fast movement, like, it's so bad. It's so bad. This is horrible. It's actually like messing with my eyes. Players will move, and it's like they haven't moved at all. It's like another version of them has just come out, and there's two of them. Honestly, I hope it's because we ended the sponsorship and they're shipping us all new shirts. Well, I don't know. I hate the sponsor personally. I think it's vile. I hope it is because... Oh no, I read that. Live streams from a phone of better quality. True. David King says Sale is better for Villa if he goes on loan and fails in the Prem. He's still on our books and then not sellable. If he works out, buy him back. And we have money to spend now and no wages to pay if sold. Well, what if he doesn't want to come back? What if he does that well? He gets offers from like Tottenham or Chelsea. So like this buyback clause, it only works really if he wants to still come here. Other streamers have the bad quality too. What do you mean? I've seen has it been mentioned by other people? If you go on Twitter, everyone's moaning about it. Yeah, it's really bad. I thought it was just me at first. But I'm like, no, I'm literally seeing two Kamaras. Like, I'm seeing... Every time someone runs, the blur is really bad. What's weird is the image quality is good when they zoom in. It's just the refresh rate, wherever it is. I think that... Because, like, you can tell the camera they're using, it's got good quality pictures of the players, right? It's not pixelated. It's just... It's capturing the movement is being caught horribly. So I do think it's definitely a frame rate issue. They're probably gonna have to turn the cameras off and turn them back on again. It might be as simple as that. I don't know. I'm not a camera expert, but well, I when I use my camera and I have issues a lot of the time, turning it off and on again does help. And that's with my camera. "15 minutes gone here. It is still Valencia 0, Aston Villa 0. Guys, please do hit that like button if you haven't already. 23 of you already have, which is incredible. We have 37 of you in the live stream right now. So anyone who hasn't already, please do. You would help promote the channel to other people, and it'd be great. Poor touch from Kamara. It's a loose ball played across the right hand side. Gura has a shot. It's deflected and just goes over Emi Martinez's goal. Perez cutting inside his left boot. It's going to be a corner to Valencia. Villa need to wake up a little bit. Kamara very sloppy in midfield. And despite all the players we have back, this shot still nearly goes into the back of the net. Rapid from Perez to cut inside like that. I think it flicks off Dougie Luiz. Does it not? Apparently didn't. No, it's gone out for a goal kick. It looked like it took a flick off Luiz. But the goal kick is given. I'd say I only guessed that because it's hard to tell with the image quality I'm seeing right now. So, but yeah, it is a goal kick to Villa apparently. I swear it took a little flick on its way through. Spanish streams are pretty good, mate. Well, I've paid money, so I'm gonna get my value, is what I will say. But I'm guessing that the because obviously this is probably going to be broadcast in Spain, right? I'm guessing their coverage is a lot better than this. But I've already paid, so yeah. Not gonna pin it on a pal. Yeah. Not great. Kamara switches to play. I am the curse. I've said Pau Torres has been very good, and then that happens. Bailey goes one way, then the other. The pass is shocking there from Bailey. That's a very typical Leon Bailey moment there. Bit of dribbling down the left. Tries to use some of his ingenious skill and just gives the ball away with a terrible 5-yard pass. Kamara hooks another ball long. That's a good pick out if Watkins is onside, but he isn't. I was going to say he did look it. Is it me? Oh, okay, this one actually might be me. But is the numbers on the shirt massive? I swear the numbers on the back of the Villa shirts are like extra large. They look huge. Like, what's going why are they so big? I've seen Bailey's one, and it's just a massive block of 31. I'm like, why? At least Bailey got the first touch that time progress on the summer series. Oh dear. Yeah, compare the shirt numbers, right? It's bigger than the Valencia. I swear to God, they're larger than the numbers for Valencia. Look at Kamara's back. Those 4s are massive. Oh, man. Leon Bailey's like a plane. Some games he can be down. Some games he can just take off. Yeah. But we need consistency, though, don't we? If we want to do well, we need it. Perez pass into Almeida was offside. So it'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. I gotta say, Hugo Duro seems to be causing some issues for Villa. Him and especially that Perez geezer on the right hand side. Couple problems are being caused. I'm impressed how quickly Diaby's gotten some chemistry with Watkins and McGinn. Yeah, it has been impressive considering he's barely been here, and he looks more. If you were to, in fact, I'd even say this: if you were to guess out of him and Bailey, who's been here for a year, if you hadn't already have known we got Bailey last year, then it'd be very hard to guess. In fact, we bought Bailey 2 years ago. What am I on about? Bailey's been here for 2 years and he looks more of a ghost than Diaby. And he looks way off wavelengths sometimes. Hey guys, what's your fantasy Premier League team building mine right now? I need to build mine this week. I still haven't, but I will. Everybody's playing flat. They trained today before the game. They don't look. It's not been that impressive from Villa. I will say. Also, they've fixed the issue, by the way. I think. It's not perfect. Yeah, the frame rate is a lot better now. I don't know what they've done. Bailey holding his neck, apparently. Did he get hit in the neck? Just looked like a shoulder on chest. Thrown to Valencia, no free kick, no foul given. Watkins has never gotten to play with a true second striker. Well, he did with Ings a little bit under Gerrard. It didn't go very well. Unless you don't want to call Ings a true second striker. They're kind of... I think it's the closest we've got. When they play together. What do everyone think? Conte's awesome goal from the halfway. Watkins! Oh, what a goal! Ollie Watkins out of nowhere. Villa take the lead with a pump forward into Watkins, edge of the box, and he finds the bottom corner. It's a goal out of nowhere. Well, it was from a Valencia throw-in. And, Ollie Watkins not only caught the keeper, he caught me completely off guard there. What a strike. I need to see the replay of this, because this just seemed like an absolute flash from nowhere. It's a really nice goal from Watkins. It's from a Valencia throw. That's terrible. The press from Villa forced Valencia to lose the ball. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. It was Guerra losing the ball for Valencia under the very high press. And Watkins takes one touch and smashes it from the edge of the box. In fact, actually from just outside the box into the bottom corner. Valencia 0, Villa 1. A literal goal out of nowhere. The Unai Emery high press once again benefits Villa. Cough, who's Gerrard? What? Never heard of him. Also, that question, Dean. Very nice goal from Conte. But my first thought was, what on earth was the defending? Conte literally ran in a straight line. All the way. It was so bizarre. Like, not a single Brentford player put in a tackle, and he was just able to run through and smack it in. Anyone seen on the no sponsor? Yeah, so I questioned that. I have no idea why there's no sponsor. I'm very confused. I did mention this a few minutes ago. I am very confused as to why there is no sponsor. Like, people have bought the shirt. So your guess is as good as mine. And it's like they even have Emi Martinez. It's not like it's a kit issue, because why does Emi's shirt not have it either? Yeah, there's no sponsor on it. And if you're able to buy a shirt without a sponsor, I'd do that. I don't like sponsors on shirts. I'm sure most of you lot would agree as well. If they released the Villa kit without a sponsor, you'd probably buy that ahead of the one with the sponsor, no? I think the kit looks nicer without it. There's no way they listen to us and got rid of... I mean, they've got a contract, surely. They can't just rip up the contract. I'm going to have to try and find out, because it's so bizarre. Does Spain have a rule against gambling sponsors? Don't feel like they'd be able to enforce that on visitors. Well, see, that's a very good point, Mike. But surely, say they said to Aston Villa, we don't want you to promote that here. Surely Villa's sponsors would be like, excuse me, don't do the friendly in Valencia then. If they don't want us there, then... we're not going to bow down to them. Cancel the friendly. Like, surely that kind of conversation would have happened. Kit looks a lot better without it, of course. Plus, the sponsor's a gambling one, and I'm not a fan. Like, I'll put like a bet here and there. I just don't think it should be promoted the way it is. I don't mind betting, but it's kind of shoved down the throats of people, and especially when betting has, caused lots of people to, get into money trouble. Even like it hits close to home, even for Sky Sport. Like, you've got Sky Bet, but then Paul Merson, one of the pundits on that channel, had horrific gambling problems and lost lots of money, and even attempted to take his own life because of his issues that he had with money and gambling. And yet it's still promoted. So I don't know. I'm glad the Premier League's kicking it out. I just wish Villa didn't try and sneak another one in before the ban comes in place. Sean asks, we wearing red or white kit? We've got the claret kit with white shorts today. Valencia in the white and black, it looks like. Ricochet ball through to Diaby, but very good defending at the back by Correa. Someone who's been very involved going forward and back for Valencia. Thierry Correa. Half decent from him, that. We've played all right. It's not been an amazing game. If anything, I would say is it harsh to say we scored against the run of play? I don't think we've been all that good. I feel like I'm criticising Villa for the sake of it, but I don't want to lie to you guys and say we've been amazing. We scored the one chance we created, which that is a good thing. But it has been very flat from Aston Villa so far. Probably one of the... I'd even hate... Well, we've been that good in our friendlies. I think it's safe to say it's probably the worst that we've played all of pre-season, and yet we're winning. But that is football sometimes. I hate BK. It looks like... So when I first showed my family the kit, you know what they said? It looks like we got a Burger King sponsor. Like, I got that from multiple people. And it really does, especially the colour. Hey, I look like Tom Cleverley. That's a new one. I've heard Maguire. I've heard Mason Mount. I've never heard of Tom Cleverley. I'll have a look on... Hang on. I'll have a look. I can kind of see it, actually. I can kind of see it. But that's a new one. I'll add that to the list. Favourite Villa sponsor. Alright, so I'm gonna sound like a massive hypocrite, right? And it's probably because of the year and the kit itself. But 32 red did kind of slap, right? It did go hard. Especially the fact that we've had it twice. Right? One, I think, was like 2008, 2009. Or was it 2007? It was around that era, anyway. And then, obviously, we had it in 2018 when we got promoted. And that kit was beautiful by Luke. I love Luke clothing anyway. But that kit was absolutely amazing. I just think it went really well with the kit. But I do sound like a hypocrite because I'm saying I'm anti-gambling, whatever. And I am. But it did look very nice. I wish it was Burger King. That'd be better. I remember, was it Stevenage who had a Burger King sponsor? An actual Burger King sponsor on their shirt, I think 2 years ago. It was kind of funny to see. Oh, no worries, bro. You have to apologise. And I'll just say this to my chat. If you're late, don't you worry. It's fine. You never have to say sorry. You being here in the first place, to me, is all that matters. Even if you come in the 95th minute, or in the 5th minute, or in the 5th second, or whatever. You do you, man. I hope you're all right, Mark. If the logo was just all white, it'd be a lot better. See, the logo, the sponsor is better on the away shirt than it is on the home kit, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, why? And yeah, you were, Mark. You were. But so, all right. I need to slow down because my mouth is moving faster than my brain right now. So Villa, half an hour in, third of the way through. There's a drinks break right now. We've not been amazing. I don't think either of the sides have been amazing, but we have taken the one half chance we got. Ollie Watkins, he can't take penalties, but he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. We just need a new penalty taker, and then I'm incredibly happy with Ollie. His finishing has gotten a lot sharper. He's aging like a fine wine almost. The longer we have him, the better he seems to get. And it's a very nice, crisp goal he scored today. Tielemans on pens, I'd take that. Mate, put Digne on him. Put Martinez. You know what? I reckon Emi Martinez probably would have a better record. Watkins, his penalty record is really bad. And you can look that up if you want. It's not great at all. AJ's prime was at Leicester and was bought for £80 million. Oh, man. Bro, can we have two managers in a football team and the owner could substitute them in the middle of the match as the manager to the youth players? As the manager to players yours for. I know some teams have two managers. It's just unheard of. Lincoln had it with what's his name? It was a former PE teacher. But like it is rare to have two, but it can happen. Even local non-league teams have had two before. One usually kind of takes more of a role of the main role, so it's more like 60-40 than 50-50, but you can have two. Do you think Nassif Suarez is keeping the Adidas sponsor in his back pocket so we need the big money? I'm sure UEFA will issue with his 6% or whatever after looking past the Middle East Airlines. Maybe. Tough to say. I don't think Castore is too bad. I just feel like we get stiffed. Like I see other Castore kits and I'm like, this looks really nice. Is it Newcastle that have Castore? Their kit's lovely. Castore, Newcastle. It's a lovely kit. I love that. It's simple. It's effective. Why do we get stiffed? Why are our kits shit? Can someone answer me that, please? Like, it's not just now this is happening. This is a common theme we get, right? With kit manufacturers. So many times in the last, 6 years, shit hits the fan. Harry says, how's Blood got 38 views in? I swear his happens when playing the most random team. I just, the way I deal with YouTube's just bizarre, right? When you think it will happen, it doesn't, and when it happens, you think it won't. I just go with the flow. If people want to watch me, they can watch me. If people don't, then they don't have to. I don't care about the number anymore. It is what it is, isn't it? I did the Sheffield Wednesday Southampton game. I know it's not Villa, but I think I had 5-14 was the range. Or for the entire game yesterday. I didn't give a toss. I thought it was a really fun match. I really enjoyed it. I knew it was going to happen anyway because it's not Villa. And when I do Chelsea-Liverpool, it's going to be the exact same because it's not Aston Villa. Even though it's two massive teams I'm watching, it won't be Villa. Oh my God, the quality has gone back again. Is it just me or has the quality got worse again? The quality has. It got better. The frame rate got better and it's gotten worse. It fixed it. The issue was fixed. And now it's broke again. So if anyone doesn't know, basically Villa TV, I'm a mug. I spent £5. I've bought the ticket, right, for the game. It had horrific frame rate issues at the start of the game. It seemingly fixed itself. Cause I was seeing double, a player would move and there'd be a blur. It's really bizarre. It's back again. How is it back again? Oh man, it's honest. It's so stupid. We still have no shirt sponsor and the league starts in a week. Harry, we have one. We're not using it for some reason. I don't know why. For some reason, our kit, including the goalkeeper, everyone involved, there's no sponsor. We have had a sponsor throughout all of pre-season. This is the final pre-season game, and there is no sponsor. It's very funny. Well, Valencia is screaming for a penalty here, but the referee is very adamant that it's not going to be. I did provide a link, actually. I think the stream is still up, so if anyone does want to watch it, you can watch the stream in my Discord. That does actually work. I think Villa TV, it a bit like Netflix, it like blacks out the screen. Because I think I have tried before. Thank God we're not using it. They look so good. Oh wait. I'd love it if we got Nintendo, by the way. I know that was like a link or somewhere that Chelsea were going to get Nintendo. Martinez went for a cross and missed it, and the offside flag has come up. The Valencia fans behind the goal, very animated. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Black said, I hate Netflix. I hate all the streaming that platforms that do that. It's so stupid. Valencia really pushing now. They've arguably been the better side. That was a handball. That did hit Watkins in the hand. That should have been a penalty to Valencia. I can see why they were so animated. That was a very blatant handball. Bloody hell. Have you seen this? Have I seen what? I saw Derby got battered, which I was very happy to witness. Overall, we've actually been poor compared to, yeah, we've not been great, but we're winning, so people for some reason don't care as much. You got to look past performance. You got to look past score lines for friendlies. You got to care about performance. We've been utter shit. I say it as it is, you know. Villa cheating a pre-season. Witness my surprise. Another chance for Valencia, by the way. That was only half cleared. Duro, Lopez and Perez causing Villa lots of problems. And even set pieces, which I think we're not bad at defending. And Almira from right back is actually causing problems too. This has been quite poor from Villa. I'm just hoping we're going to wake up at some point. Scary hours. We could be playing at Craven Cottage. Alright, so I'm just going to test if the bot is working at all. So I'm going to do what's called a demonstration alert. I'm going to see if it comes up on screen. And I do not think it is. It's the bot's completely... It's just broke. It's actually just broke. What on earth? What is going on? Why? What the fuck? It just doesn't want to work. Alright, I'm going to add it again. Fucking stupid. Also, I keep swearing in the streams, and my last 4 streams have been demonetized. I'm not even joking. YouTube is it's so harsh on this channel. I'm getting literally I can swear one time, ad's gone. I'll show you. It's ridiculous. I've never seen. I don't care that I'll show you guys. It's a joke. I've been demonetized for this. I'm midstream and it's gone already. What on earth? Look, okay, go into my Discord and I'll show you. I'm midstream and it's already gone. This is ridiculous. Like, come on, YouTube, man, sort it out. What a joke. I hate YouTube. I'm not. I don't. Why do I have to be like Nick A30, man? What? 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 I don't. Why do I have to like? I've said this for a year. People like don't believe me. I've been saying this for such a long time. YouTube are so strict with me, and there's no reason for it. Other people can do and say whatever they want, and it's fine. I can say one word, it goes. Amazing. Never back. I cannot stand Nico Fair. But like, I shouldn't have to be like that in order to get ads on videos. Oh, such a joke, man. 3 of my last 4 live streams now. I'm not even half time. It's already gone. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, sorry about that. I just wanted to. I went on a little rant there. I have a game to watch, I guess. What did I miss? Are we selling Coutinho? I can't tell if he's going to be a bench lad or get sold to Brazil side. Well, I'd sell him to a team in Saudi Arabia, or if a team comes in with money, then whatever. But I don't think he's been terrible. He didn't do that bad against Lazio. He actually tried. There was a bit of like some venom, some fight in him. So I'd say probably a bench player, but you know, it would be nice to see him actually perform before he goes, because his reputation is dwindling, especially outside of this fan base. I know a lot of Villa fans don't like Coutinho anyway, but like even non-Villa fans are seeing he can be a detriment sometimes. Watkins, edge of the box of Villa, wanted a foul there, but the referee's not going to give it, and the ball's kept in play by Matty Cash. Crossing from Bailey is terrible. Diaby will keep it alive. Well, he should have. It's a terrible first touch from Diaby. It'll be a goal kick. That was awful football from Villa. I'm going to just say that. I'm just going to say that as it is. What position do you think we'll finish this season? I need to do my. I need to record again my prediction. I think we'll get 8th. I'll say that in my Premier League predictions. I need to do it before, obviously, the first game of the season. So it will be out in the next few days. Don't you guys worry. You'll finish 7th and Spurs finish 8th. I think anywhere around there. I think we'll finish outside of Europe, but I think we're going to get very far in the Conference League. Don't know if I'm going to say we're going to win it, because we'll have to. You never know in football. We are massive favourites to win it, but who knows? Dark horses next season, telling you. Yeah, you were dark horses this season. Well, yeah, we're not dark horses anymore because people are actually expecting us to do well. So you can't be considered a dark horse now, because like a supercomputer says we're going to get 3rd. Several Premier League predictions are putting us in the top 6. Like, we can't be considered the dark horse anymore. There's actual expectation now for Aston Villa. Susan happy with you, say F word. GG AJ rent's due next week. Susan don't want to pay. AJ's PG TV. It's a joke. Sing the intro. Promise YouTube will reverse the demonetization. Amazing. Never back down. It's so cringe. That guy is so cringe, by the way. And Mike says Bailey's crossing seems significantly better on his weak foot, which is odd. He's not. Look, can we just say he's not great at crossing anyway? He just. That's probably why there's no difference between his left foot and his right foot, because it's about the same. You can't really cross. He can dribble, but that's it. One monetization for the PJs. Oh man, It's funny, but I'm so pissed off because like they're so unbelievably harsh on this channel, and it's ever since I've had it. This is not just randomly like switched on. Oh, I have a really harsh like botting algorithm on this channel. No, it's just from the literally the very first video to now, they've consistently been a knob to me. He's earned a cheeky 100k from that intro, probably. He probably has, yeah. If whoever finishes 5th has coefficient to get in the Champions League, wouldn't that mean conference? Oh, it would actually, yeah. But it's not confirmed yet, is it? Crossing from the right, Kamara cuts it out. Kamara's played very well. I'd probably say he's up there for best Villa player so far. One of the few who's actually done very well and has stopped Valencia on several occasions. It's already demonetized, and I can't believe that. It's all I've been streaming at the time. It was, I think, 50 minutes into the stream, and it'd already gone. Next time I'm gonna watch. I'll literally watch for it to go, and if it goes within 5 minutes, Susan's getting a call. Susan Rajiski is getting a phone call. Bloody hell, man. Dougie Louise messing about, edge of the box then. We still haven't got this clear. Crossing from the left, deflect. Okay. Mings with a clearance. A cross was deflected. I think it hit Pau Torres. Oh no, sorry, it hit Matty Cash. My brain's not working. And there's also a bit of handbags between Leon Bailey and Gabriel Paulista now. Proper kicking off. Yeah, Cash blocked across and then was rugby tackled. Conso went for the McGinn spin. Paulista shoving Bailey, and then they both have a fight. Oh, they shoved McGinn as well. Why have Paulista shoved 2 players? Why is Bailey's been booked, right? Which is stupid. Why is Bailey getting booked when he got shoved over? That's another topic altogether. Yeah, Wrexham got battered. So did Notts County. Welcome to the Football League, by the way, guys. You can see 10 goals between the two of you. You can shove your 106 points up your ass or whatever they got. Absolutely humbled. Humiliated in League 2. David McGoldrick. I'm sure the Derby fans are enjoying that, by the way. McGoldrick left them to sign for Notts County. And he did actually score on his debut, but he lost 5-1. Kind of funny. Derby getting relegated. Well, I need a banter Wisp about that. Because Wisp in my channel yesterday was gassing up Waghorn and saying Derby, they're not going to struggle without McGoldrick. They're going to be fine. They were laughing. He was laughing at Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. Laughing at Wednesday for losing to, relegated Premier League side Southampton. And then Derby lose at home to Wigan. Oh, man. Also, have you seen that new film that's been made by Raka? I haven't, actually. I'll have a look on online for that. Sponsor is because of a betting sponsor ban in Spain. I just checked. Fair enough. I am surprised, then, that our sponsor is happy to agree with us going there. Because you'd think, knowing what they would say and knowing the ban, you'd think they'd stop us from doing the friendly. You know? Wisp is actually 5-1, by the way, no joke. See, is that actual... Like, is that... If the source is correct there, I feel like that's kind of exaggeration. I think he said before that he's shorter than 5'7". So I'm not surprised if he's short. 5'1" is a bit mad, though. We do prove it, you'll have to wait. Really? That's mad. Oh dear, Wisp. Is that why you kept saying, oh, Derby are losing if you're able to see or something like that? There were... Oh, dwarfism! Oh my god, dwarfism is 410! Ah! No way. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, it's not. That's not mean, but it is. Anyway, I need to talk about this game. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh. Anyway, so Aston Villa lead by a goal to nil at half time. It's not been amazing from Villa. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Hello to you, Howard Jones, as well. I shall tell you and tell the whole chat. It's not been amazing. It's been okay, is what I will say about Aston Villa today. Took the chance we got. We've barely created anything of note. Ollie Watkins scoring from a very good press from Villa. A loose ball, I think, from Guerra for Valencia. Found Ollie Watkins. He took one touch and smashed it into the bottom left corner from around, 25 yards. Really nice finish. Bar that, it's been few and far between chances for Aston Villa. Valencia have had most of all the clear-cut ones anyway. They probably should have had a penalty for a handball on Ollie Watkins. Considering the levels that we have reached in our other friendlies, especially on tour, and even against Lazio a few days ago, it's not been great. It's not been great at all from a Villa perspective. The positives, though, we are winning, and hopefully long may that can continue, but you're really scraping the barrel, really. Kamara's played well in midfield. I think the defence has been okay. I think Cash, I'm not the biggest fan of Matty Cash, really, defensively, but I think he's dealt with them okay. Duro and, who is it? That Correa down the right-hand side, Thierry Correa causing problems. And so far, we are just about keeping them at bay. But if we continue like this, I don't think we're going to keep them out for too much longer. Luke, unfortunately, I cannot show it. This channel, if I show a glimpse of the goal, this channel's terminated. Especially with how harsh YouTube are with me. Like, this live stream's already been demonetized. So if I show a glimpse of copyright, the channel's gone. It would be dusted. I'm just going to say that. Mike says, wonder how many Conference League matches we may not have a sponsor then. I'm guessing no one outside top 5 leagues would have a ban though. I feel like it won't matter when we go to like teams in Hungary, Romania, a lot of like the back arse of Europe. I think it will be fine. It's just if you are going to play, your Spanish teams, whatever. I don't. The channel's monetized, but I don't get monetized videos. If you go on like my channel's like the settings on there, and if you look at like the agreements I have in place for advertisements and stuff like that, everything there is fine. They say they have no issues with me. And then I'll get my videos will be limited ads, which limited ads means that they won't push it and I won't get much ad revenue, basically. So not only it kills videos for money, but it doesn't get promoted. Because why would they promote a live stream that they're not going to profit off because they won't do ads on there? So it kills me both ways. Watkins, what happens when Watkins leaves? Hopefully someone better comes in. I don't know. What happens when I'd say when Mudryk leaves, but he's got like an 8-year deal with you guys. You can have a khaki. Oh my god. We'd have that Jackson fella. Ship him to Villa, that might be alright. Raheem Sterling. And Cook. Oh yeah. Suddenly, all these players will be in Saudi Arabian kits next year. Crazy, isn't it? If anything, I'm surprised actually that no Saudi side have come in for Lukaku. Considering it, it's a £100 million player apparently. Or Cassidy. Yeah, let's just get Levi Colwill, yeah. I don't. You know what? Genuinely, Colwill would suit Villa. We need defenders. He's a good player. I reckon we could do something there. Oh, Lukaku was offered and he said no. Oh, God, of course he did. Saudis came. Oh wow, I didn't know about that. I genuinely didn't know about that. I don't really follow Lukaku news at all. I try not to follow any Saudi news because I can't stand the way they're doing business. So I just distance myself from it because I'm really not moved. Fair play said no though. I mean the Chelsea fans will not be too happy, but it's probably the right thing to do. Really, I wouldn't want to go there for a lot of reasons. I think the main one. I'm not going to make this a political debate, but you know, human rights violations in a lot of the places over there. You can't be gay there. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable as a footballer. I know the money talks, right? And I'm sure a lot of them would find it very hard to turn down the money that's been offered. But like Jordan Henderson was like a massive advocate for what charity did he support? He even made comments saying that he was never gonna play for a team in a country without, you know, gay rights. So, and he goes and joins Al Ettifaq or whatever the hell they're called. Anyway, Dean says Bailey can go. Coutinho in talks with Saudi. Did Fabrizio Romano say that? I'll have a look online. I've not heard anything myself. The only transfer news I've heard today is Aaron Ramsey. But we'll see. Do you know fair? I would go for a season, score, bang, come back. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good evening. How have I forgotten we are playing today? We've been okay. It's not been amazing. Not deserved to be ahead, but we'll take it because we're winning, but it's not been great. And I'm sure Unai Emery will say that to the players. We have been second best today, but we lead 1-0. And that can happen in football. You know, sometimes you don't get what you deserve. Sometimes you get, you know, it swings roundabouts, you know. You get results that you've definitely stolen. I remember, who did we beat last year that we didn't deserve to? Probably Brighton away. We weren't great in that game. And we shithoused them and then defended for like half an hour. And then there were times where we deserved to win and we don't. You know, it happens. I just say we need to cut out mistakes. Try and play a little bit more on the front foot. It's been very sloppy. The first touch of certain players has been terrible. Crossing's been pretty terrible. Yeah. Saudi should take Benjamin Mendy. He deserves it. Blood's a fake Villa fan. Oh, yeah, because he said, I forgot we're playing today. It's pre-season, bro. At least I've been to nearly all our games last season. I'm going to say we're going to concede. Even if we do, it's just a friendly. I'd say if we do lose this game or draw, you know, we need to take positives from it, learn from mistakes. I think there's already been a lot of mistakes in this game, and we need to be better as a group. It's not a complete full strength Villa side, which is nice. The sponsors are not on the shirts, Bradley, because Spain have apparently banned betting companies from shirts over there, which is something that we're going to do in this country as well. So if any other place in the world would have a sponsor on their shirt and they come to this country for any reason, for a friendly or Champions League, Europa League, Europa Conference, whatever, they'd also have to do the same thing in a few years. AJ can... Bailey can go. I don't give a toss. We were denied Paramount Plus. Game's gone. Ha! No way. Yeah, Bailey... Look, I'm going to say this, right? And I know this will upset some Villa fans out there, whatever. Leon Bailey, I would not be upset if Bailey left tonight or tomorrow or whenever. Leon Bailey, he has moments of real class, and then, you know, like, he'll have that, and we won't see that for another 5 games, you know? And in the meantime, he's putting in 6 out of 10 performances and being subbed off with 20 minutes to go. You know, he'll have games where he'll do absolutely nothing. I remember, who what game was it? I think one of the most frustrated games I've had with Leon Bailey. No, it's a very specific one to say, but it's the first one that came to my mind. It was over a year ago. We played Leicester in a 0-0 draw. It was not last season, the season before. It was an awful game, but Leon Bailey was abysmal. And that always comes to mind when I think of any game Leon Bailey's played bad in. Yeah, I think the formation, you can tell it's new. You can tell it's not something that is practiced or, you know, a great deal. They know what they're doing. It's just they're struggling to execute it, is how I will explain it. But certain players are just not enough. And Leon has been given many chances. You know? Wingman said, "This is the best stream in the world. How dare YouTube demonetize us mighty villains?" I know, right? What a joke. Unbelievable. I have said this a lot, and I'll end it here. I won't bring it up again. But my last 4 streams, I've had 3 of the videos get demonetized. Which is why I try not to swear, because it always happens. But there are times where it's just a natural reaction. And I'm like, well, there goes my ads. And it's not just, I don't care. If it was just the ads, I wouldn't give a toss. But when videos get limited or demonetized, they don't get pushed out. Because why would YouTube push out a stream or a video where they're not going to make money from? Because it's a two-way thing. I get money from ads. They get money from ads. They wouldn't push, or there's no incentive for them to promote a video or a live stream where they've limited ads on there. So, like, that's the frustrating part for me. And I don't think I do enough to get demonetized. Yeah, what else have I done? It's the only thing I can think of. It might be something else, but I don't think it's the only possible thing I can think of. Because, like, there's no other audio than me, so it's something I've said. And you could the only possible thing is maybe I'm saying, what, I don't know. Maybe they don't like the word Aston Villa because it's got ass in it. I really don't. I don't know. It's so bizarre. I really don't get it, man. And it's just a little bit demoralizing, you know, because, like, I feel like other channels, and I know for a fact other channels have a way nicer, like, experience, a way nicer time on this platform, and they get to do and say what they want, and their channel's completely fine. It's been discussed for years on YouTube. There's inconsistencies on this platform like you would not believe. Go down the rabbit hole of people's videos getting demonetized and whatever. It's really bad for some creators for no reason. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it now because obviously some people do not care, and I get why. But I just wanted to vent my frustration because it's annoying. You know, this is something I care about. Anyway, I would take Nonto. I think he's a good player. I remember the battle he had with Ashley Young last season. I was very surprised to see Leeds like hardly use him at all. Even with Sam Allardyce, when he came in for the 3 games to go, he didn't really use Nonto as much as I thought he would. He could have... There's... Some people have debated whether maybe he's got an attitude or like they've tried to look deeper as to why he hasn't played as much. I really don't know. But he looked like a half decent player. Good on the ball, quite confident. I'd like to see a little bit more from Nonto before rushing in to get him. But if I was to have a bet with you, I think he'd provide more for Villa than Leon Bailey. And there was a mistake there from Matty Cash slipped over. Kamara as silly. Well, Kamara fouled his man, and a free kick was taken short. I think it's a bit of a soft one. It was a foul on Lopez. Well, a quote foul on Lopez. Let's talk about Duran's amazing preseason. What's happened with Duran? Does anyone know? So, like, I tried to look this up, right? What is going on with John Duran? Does anyone know? He's not featured. Give us a wave, lad. What do I get in return? He's injured. I have not seen that he's injured. If I'll believe you. But like, how long for? When did it happen? It has been very like undisclosed almost. He mentioned an injury during summer series. Because like 2 weeks ago, the Birmingham Mail said he might go for a loan. And I've just heard like very little online. There was another chance for Valencia then, as I was looking for John Duran news. A goal kick was given. Oh, bloody hell. Long shot came in just over the goal. I think Valencia were claiming Martinez got a fingertip to the shot, but I don't think he did. And a goal kick was correctly given. I think, yeah, I read that. He posted at Barcelona Airport. Do I know who? I do not know who that is, actually. Should I know who that is? Olsen now, 100%. That, yes. I think Robin Olsen is one of the most, one of the biggest jokes of a goalkeeper I've ever seen. My butt is working! Why is my butt just woken up now? What? Oh yes, let's do the timed command, but let's ignore the hundreds of other commands I've asked it to do today. But it's woken up now. I'm 82 minutes into a live stream, and the butt has finally decided to wake up. Jesus Christ. What happened to Martinez? He's not leaving. He's not leaving. That was a very small shit rumor. No, he's staying. He doesn't want to leave. He's spoken about the fact that he wants to get. Sorry, my brain is just not working for some reason. He wants to get Villa trophies. Like he's won the World Cup. Obviously, he's got the Golden Glove in both the Copa America and the World Cup. He wants to win things at Aston Villa. I think Emi Martinez is gonna be here for a long time. Someone showed flights from Colombia to Birmingham, and the main route is through Barcelona. That seemed to be all the picture was from as he went in training within the next day or two. Oh, fair enough. All right, I'll have a look. Oh, Harry Potter. Yeah, I've never properly seen Harry Potter. I've been watching the films with my girlfriend. I've seen the first two. I'm guessing for the height. You know what? He's probably taller than Wisp. I wonder if that 12 million bid from Inter for Emi was true. That had no chance. Was it true? No way was that true. And if that's true, then Inter Milan seriously need to look at themselves. Because I think that's one of the most embarrassing bids. If that's true. 12 million. Like they might as well have offered £12. It look like we're going to score again. So far, no. We've barely had the ball in their half, to be honest. Here's Cash for Villa. Tried to turn away from Lopez. He was forced backwards. Martinez now to Mings. He might look to go long. Villa building it from the back. Into the answer is always... Well, that's true. That's true. We bid 25 million for Elise last night. I mean, 25 mil. Bro, you deserve to be left on red. That's shocking. Look, we offered 25 million to Arsenal for Emil Smith-Rowe last year, and they were offended. So, I think 25 mil for Elise is more than offensive. Stream quality worse there has been now. I just give up. It's really bad again. It keeps fixing itself and going to shit, and fixing itself and going to shit. Yeah, what do you think will happen with Bailey this season? I think Bailey will hardly feature and then be sold in a year or in January. That's my honest opinion. Obviously, I want the best for anyone to play with Aston Villa. I want every Aston Villa player to succeed. I'm just telling you what I think will happen. Corner from Digne, and the whistle has gone for a shove. And a free kick to Valencia is given. Looks like Emmy's going nowhere because they bought Jan Sommer instead. Yeah, exactly. So they've looked elsewhere. He's injured, so bid 25 mil instead of 35. 35 is a joke. I think Elise... You know, you look at what Maddison went for, and that's from a relegated championship, a relegated side into the championship. Sold what Maddison went for 50 mil. 35 is a release clause. How has he not been snapped up then by anyone? I love Elise. I really like Elise. I think Elise is top class at Crystal Palace. Him and Zaha were ballers. The only issue with Elise is he is injury prone. That's a problem. Yeah, you might as well. Are we going to score again? Hard to say. It's not looking likely though right now. We've had 10 minutes of the second half and it's been pretty dross again from Villa. It's been like pretty much one-way traffic from Valencia. Still remains 1-0 and you still remain hopeful, but it's been a pretty flat performance. It's a typical Unai Emery type of performance where you can still play bad, but you defend. Like, you could bet on this game still ending 1-0 because we'll just be resilient and defensive enough to hold on. But we've not played very well at all. No, we just really haven't. He's literally come through our youth as well. You've had every player in your youth. I swear Chelsea's academy hosted like half of the Premier League. Now, I love Emery. I'm criticising football when the football is bad. I think we've been incredible throughout all of pre-season. But I say it as it is. Which is, you know, some Villa fans might not like me saying that. But I'm real, you know. McGinn does very well there, by the way. Winning a free kick. Gets his arse in the way, like he always does. And he gets a foul. Imagine our team didn't get rid of them. Like, you've had... I know they've got better elsewhere, right? Because it's not as simple as you've had Salah and you let him go. You didn't have the Liverpool Salah. You just had a Mohamed Salah who got better elsewhere and then came to Liverpool after he did well at Roma, right? But you did have Mohamed Salah. And you also had Kevin De Bruyne. You had... hang on, so I'm going to just make sure I haven't made this mistake. Because I think this is true, but I don't want to say it and it's wrong. Alright, yeah, so it is true. So you bought Lukaku from Anderlecht in 2011. Sent him out on loan, did really well at West Brom. Did really well on loan at Everton. Sold him to Everton. He then goes, has a controversial period at Man United. Does well for Inter Milan. You buy him back. That's a that goes to shit. You send him out on loan. So you've managed to buy Lukaku twice, and then you want to get rid of him twice. And lose money. A lot of money in doing so. Like, what has that been about? You bought him from Anderlecht for 20 million euros. He has cost you like 120 mil. On I'm buying him twice. That is so funny. And McGinney's a beast, man. He's a bunda merchant, mate. He really is. But it's what he does best. He throws it in the way. And it works because you can't tackle him. He did it to Dan Burn. I was at the game when we played Newcastle last year. And he was doing it to Dan Burn all game. And even though Burn's like 6'6" or whatever, he couldn't get near him. His bunda's just too big. Musiala. Oh, no way, Musiala as well. No, you're having me on. I need to see this. Jamal Musiala. Oh my god. You had him for 8 years. You had him for 8 years in his youth career. Nah, you lot are a joke. Yeah. Oh my god. From 2011 to 2019 in his youth career. 8 years developing at Chelsea. You just develop for other teams, man. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yeah, your academy is mad. That's actually insane. It must hurt though when these players, they do well elsewhere. It must come back and hurt. Like he was like Germany's best player. I mean, Germany didn't do great, but yeah. They weren't amazing in the World Cup, but he was definitely one of their brightest players in that World Cup. Yeah, Messi at Chelsea's academy. Yeah. Snuck him in somehow for a few months. He used to do so much scout. I mean, it's mad impressive. And now this Jackson guy out of nowhere that he spent 20 million on or whatever. Who did you buy him from? Nicholas Jackson was signed by from Villarreal. I can't believe it. Only scored 12 and 35. He's a year younger than me. 6'2". Like, how has he been found? 8-year contract. Yo, you gotta stop with that. You tie players down like no one else. You like this is crazy. Honestly, the contracts you lot give out are ridiculous. What is with these long-term deals? Oh man. Oh my god. That's actually really funny. Not many teams do this kind of thing, and yet you lot consistently do it. Oh man, we had personal agreement with Messi in 2012. It fell through. I remember there was who was it from Aston Villa? We were linked with was it? Hang on. Give me a second. Who was it? We had a random ass player linked with us in like 2010, and he went on to have an incredible career, and I forget who it was. There's been loads of these funny football stories. Crazy football transfer. Apparently Diego Maradona could have gone to Sheffield United. That's kind of fun. There's just loads of those stories. You can look it up online, right? If you want to keep yourself busy for a few hours. Go on YouTube or go wherever and look up some nearly transfers, and you'll have a little laugh. There was one for Blackburn. I remember it was like 2010, 2011. It was a striker. I just can't remember who it was. My brain was trying to think it was Lewandowski. I don't think it was Lewandowski. But it was like someone... It was someone you'd never expect. And I can never remember who it was. This is going to piss me off now. Aston could have gone to Burnley. That's bizarre. Zlatan could have gone to QPR. Rakitic could have gone to Sunderland. That's it. It wasn't Blackburn. It was Aubameyang could have gone to West Brom in 2011. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang could have gone to West Brom in 2011. And they, what was it? West Brom didn't want to pay €2 million. That's funny. If West Brom coughed up the money, they could have got Aubameyang. But there's lots of these stories. I thought it was Blackburn. No, it was West Brom. Have you sold Aubameyang? Oh my god, I forgot he played for you guys. Oh my god, I actually forgot he was a Chelsea. He's gone to Marseille. Apparently. You signed a 3-year deal with Marseille. What, how much did he go for? Does Wikipedia tell me? They just said he left. Oh dear. Well, I missed 2 paragraphs. Sorry. I'll read back. I've missed a lot of comments, so I do apologise, guys. I went down a rabbit hole, and this game has been terrible. Chelsea's so finished. Not as nearly as bad as Man United. Oh, they did buy Pogba twice. That is true. That is very true. Pogba. See, whenever you think a team as messed up money-wise, Man United are usually there to make you feel better. You know, Erik ten Hag has spent 400 million now. That's not a joke. He's been there 18 months and he spent 400 million. That's ridiculous. If you really deep that's ridiculous. Burnley has to spend 2 billion in like 10 years. Chelsea have created so many goats. Numbers on the shirt seem like an odd font. Yeah, they do. It is an odd font. You know, I actually didn't even clock that. I just keep noticing how big the numbers are. But it is an odd font. You are right. Yeah, that was the messy thing. Sancho 7 years. Bowley trying to use an American sports strategy though to get a ton of young talent to play together for a long time. Just get better as a group. I mean, it's different. It could work if it were. Look, football obviously isn't the same as other sports, but you tie players down. You never know. These are incredibly long term, but surely, say, I don't know, like, say Jackson, right? Becomes first team material. Oh, Villa scored! Crossed into the box. Aston Villa have made it 2 with Emi Buendia as he slots it into the bottom corner. Cross from the right. First time finish. Again, it's kind of out of nowhere. It's a long ball in and we've scored. It's a really nice finish. And it's once again when I'm trying to talk about something else. For God's sake. Lovely goal. It's a high press again. We've scored off another high press. Philogene Bidace was open down the right. Coutinho ignored him, played the ball into the middle. And it's a really crisp finish from Emi Buendia. To be fair to Coutinho, that's the goal contribution off the bench. So I'm sure he'll take that. The two subs combined. Villa make it to... I didn't even say the subs that we made. I've been that focused on like my chat. I'll quickly read through other stuff. What has Mike said? Albert and Marseille. I gotta say, Mike Warmbold and there's another American, which you may have seen, Eric C. They have one of the best ball knowledges I've ever seen. They're both American, right? And a lot of people say Americans know zero ball. Those two are one of the most like have got one of the best ball knowledges I've seen on this channel. It is mad. It's genuine mad. The stereotypes are wrong, because when people are interested, it doesn't matter where they're from. But honestly, you two, you got good knowledge. Eric was here for I think the whole stream yesterday, and like anything I said, he seemed to know. It was mad. Signs to make the season they're coming for PSG. Strasbourg are winning the league. That'd be very funny. 70 mil Mickey Mouse. I saw Mount's open goal that he missed, which was kind of funny. Spurs bought a player called Mickey. I didn't see that. Oh, that Mount miss. I literally said the Mount miss and then I see the comment. That was embarrassing. He's on 006 now. He's nearly on 007. KFWH said if we win this game, we win the Orange Cup, baby. Woohoo. Get in there, lads. Trophy. Yeah. No one Bates says yes, get in there. Mike says still can't believe how much Man United overspent on most transfers last summer. 100 mil on was it 90 mil? Sorry, on Anthony, or 70 mil, whatever. I know they spent a lot on Anthony, and he was, I'd say, almost a disaster. To be honest, I thought Anthony was a massive letdown. He's a fidget spinner merchant. It's probably my favourite slander name for him. 2-0 get in. Man, you spend too much on wrong players. Coutinho, Buendia have to start, or Bailey, or even Philogene. All those sound like good options. And like I've been critical of Coutinho since he's been at Villa, but he's done okay for in pre-season. He's had to feature off the bench a lot of the times, but you know there's actual hunger and desire there. Philogene overhits a cross. And it sails out for a goal kick to Valencia with 20 minutes to go. Still 2-0 to Aston Villa. Man United have wasted more money on players than any other team in the world. They have. They're really bad for money expenditure. People care about what Man City have spent on players more than what Man United have spent, because City have won things. But Man United have definitely broken some rules to spend on some of the players they have. It's just no one cares because they're shit. And they've won like hardly anything. That's why no one's investigating them and no one cares. Man City have spent around the same. It's just they've won lots of trophies. So that's why people care. If City won nothing, no one would care. I don't think it should be that way. I think if a team's broken the rules, everyone should be held accountable. But I swear, Man United, they've spent a stupid amount of money. And I don't believe for 1 second they've followed the FFP. Not for 1 second I think they followed that. They say they're like a massive like footballing franchise and they make a lot of money abroad, and that might be true, but there's no way they follow. There's no way they've made as much money as what they would probably state. But that is just me. It is was an inch perfect pass from Coutinho. Very well weighted as well. He didn't rush it. It was really good. It was really good all round. Fair, we actually get so much more access to matches and leagues than you do. Oh, it's ridiculous. I've spoken about this a million times. I've made a joke. If I moved to the US, this channel would benefit. How crazy is that? I could move further away. And the channel would be, I'd be able to do videos for way more games, and provide like more content than what I can now. It's messed up. Oh, how you doing, Eric? Sorry, I spoke about you. You didn't even make a comment. Appreciate the shout out. I'm meal prepping, so I can't comment as much, but I'm listening in the background to the stream. Well, see, I I give respect to you. You know, I didn't think you were here, to be fair. So but I still thought I'd give you that mini shout out. It's kind of funny. I hope you enjoy your food, man. I did almost move to the US. At least temporarily, over COVID. I still can't believe that was 3 years ago. If it wasn't for COVID, I would have done uni in America. Well, Connecticut more specifically. Honestly, life is weird. So my life could have been so much more different. Anthony was waste for signing. AH64 says, actually can't believe Wolves are broke. And looks like the boss is leaving. Yeah, Wolves are a shambles right now. You go on Twitter, and it's a cesspit. United have spent more than everyone else, net-wise as well. Yeah, it's just no one cares because they're shit. That's it. If United started winning trophies like more frequently, people would start to care about their finances, but no one cares because they've won nothing. What kind of Ajax side is Erik ten Hag cooking at United? Anthony and Alessandro Malacia. I'm going to say something very controversial, by the way, but is it the fact that he's constantly buying players from Ajax? Doesn't that show that, you know, he's clearly lacking in terms of like actual knowledge for like players around the world? That he keeps going back to the same place. Like he clearly doesn't have a great network of players that he's interested in if he's just going back to Ajax every time. And like I don't think Ajax team is that bad, but like, why keep shopping there? Like, I'd like Lisandro Martinez. We'll have to wait on Onana. And Malacia is hit and miss. So I don't get it. Can't believe Man United let... I mean, that was disgusting, but that's whatever. I'm not surprised. He will get a lot of abuse there. Trust me. Any ground he goes to, he's going to be hurled abuse at. Like, Thomas Partey gets some. He'll get a lot worse than him. You can absolutely guarantee that. And I'm still miles of comments behind, so I apologise. I'm just going to quickly read these as quick as I can. Anana conceding that goal from halfway line, it was very funny. Man United revenue. They do make a lot of money, but there's no way they make as much as what they say. Or at least to justify the money that they spend. It is a lot, don't get me wrong. I think they're, top 5 or something like that. Like biggest sporting franchises, but it's still ridiculous. Man United is fined for the broke. Were they actually fined? I'm not surprised. But a fine means nothing when they've got money. That just means they're going to keep doing it. What is the point in FFP rules if the rules can consistently be broken? I've always stuck by the fact that if you break a rule like that, there needs to be harsher consequence to stop teams from doing it in the future. Point deductions is the way to go. You gotta be harsh. You gotta crack down on it, because they're fine. They'll pay. The chip against Onana, it was funny. Emmy saving that Lens goal, by the way. But I did kind of benefit from not going there, because the uni here is a lot more money efficient, and I've done the same thing here. Mike Warmbold says £5 a month for Peacock and you get all the Prem matches. £8 a month you get SPN for all cup games and most championship. Do you get championship coverage in America? So I was led to believe, like, I've got a few friends in America and they've told me about the Prem games. I didn't think you lot got the championship. Really? That's ridiculous. £6 a month Paramount Plus, you get all 3 European Cups. It is insane. That's ridiculous. We get screwed over so bad. What? Onana is going to be easy to score against the guy who stands outside his box. Visit Southern California if you can. It's tough to beat the weather in San Diego. I've always, very briefly, I will say this. I've always wanted to go to San Diego Comic-Con. And my granddad is a massive fan of San Francisco. He's been there, I think a stupid amount of times, like 6 or 7 times. So I will go to California at some point. He's basically stealing the Dutch league. What's the prediction on City Arsenal tomorrow, guys? City will probably win that. It'll be quite a changed team. I don't think either side will take it seriously. I'd say City to win that quite comfortably. Up the booze, love booze of any kind. I am gonna get a Carlin after this, and probably go to bed early. I'm very tired. We're playing all right. To be fair, we've not been amazing in this game. It's just we've done the basics right, and it's been enough. I do feel for Valencia because they probably not deserved to lose this 2-0, but yeah, it's been a 6 out of 10 performance, but we've had 2 chances and scored 2 goals. If read into the Greenwood thing, it is sketchy. His girl just may just be a psychopath. Why? Look, now I have no idea probably what I'm saying here, so don't read too much into it, right? And I don't want to come across as offensive to anyone. But if you're being abused by someone, why would you stay with them and have a child? I'm just asking a question, which I'm allowed to do. And I'm sure a lot of other people have asked that kind of question before. I just don't understand it. The whole situation makes no sense. I don't get it. And that will be how I leave it there. ESPN Plus, only way to get Championship. You used to get all the matches, now just 2 or 3 weekends. That's still crazy though. I'm sure though, not many people watch Championship over there. I know the Premier League gets a lot of support now from the US, especially in the last few years. Like the Premier League has kind of, I wouldn't say blew up, but it's definitely got a lot more interest. But I'm guessing the Championship gets like fuck all interest from the Americans. Unless like the core fans will care, like the core football lot will enjoy it. But I'm sure the majority do not watch the Championship. Because a lot of people here don't watch the Championship. But yeah, Americans like League Two. Oh yeah, that's the thing. So I'm gonna ask that as well because obviously we got 2 people from America in this chat at the very minimum. I know one can't really talk right now, but this whole Wrexham thing, right? How big is that over there? Because I'm sure a lot of people obviously know about Ryan Reynolds and the fact he bought Wrexham, and there's this documentary on Disney Plus that I've seen. It's not terrible. How big is it over there? Like, because I don't know, because it's quite massive here because it's like it's not exactly an everyday story that an actor from North America comes over and buys a football team. So yeah, I'd imagine it'd be like at least a talking point over there. I think the EFL just gave them Championship coverage for free when they paid for the cup, so probably, yeah. People watch the documentary and act like they care, buy shirts, etc. Don't what? Yeah, I think you've nailed it there. I think you have nailed it there, because they've made a lot of money with shirt sales, but it might just be like they're doing it just because it's like the in thing to do. They're doing it because it's popular, but I'm sure a lot of people don't actually care. Tom Brady. I don't know if you know about this, Mike. Tom Brady, you probably do, to be honest. Considering what you do know and what you've said today, but Tom Brady buying a small stake in Birmingham City has to be one of the weirdest things of 2023. I'm only guessing that because the new ownership of Blues is also an American. That he somehow knows Tom. Oh shit! So I was messing with my microphone. Then I probably shouldn't do that. He knows Tom Brady apparently. I'm guessing. It's a very bizarre thing. Mike says, my dad got mad at me for telling him Wrexham got promoted because he wanted to find out in a year from watching the show. That's peak. That's peak, that is. I love that. Oh, man. That's kind of funny. Do you see? Oh, you see it on screen. Wrexham got battered today. I did kind of enjoy it. Tom Brady chose a better team. Cheers. I remember when Lewis Hamilton almost bought stake in Chelsea. Oh man, why are you anti Hamilton, by the way? I know like you're a big Red Bull fan, but I don't really get that. Because like one is boring because they're so good. And two, they're not even British. Like Perez is Mexican, I believe. And Verstappen's Dutch. So at least be like Lando fan. You know? Be like I'd respect that. Oh, I hate Max Verstappen. It's so boring. It's like Man City on steroids. Is Red Bull team from? Is it actually? Wait, Red Bull F1 headquarters. Is that? Oh my god, it's in Milton Keynes. What? Since when? Why is it here? It's an Austrian. Red Bull's Austrian. Why is it here? That is bizarre. Yeah, they're even listed with an Austrian flag. Yeah, the headquarters apparently is in Milton Keynes. It even says base Milton Keynes, England, UK. Oracle, the full name Oracle Red Bull Racing. They have an Austrian flag, but the base is here. Makes sense. 8 of the 10 teams on the grid are literally near Milton Keynes. Look at Mercedes as well. I know that. I know a lot are, but I didn't know. I didn't think Red Bull were. I knew McLaren. Williams. I think AlphaTauri as well. Oh, AlphaTauri is Italian based. Never mind. Isn't okay? I don't watch enough F1 to guess this, but aren't they somehow related to okay, I'm just gonna say what I was told, right? Because I don't know what I'm chatting up my ass. But Red Bull, it's like they own another team or something like that. It's like that they get like a weird budget increase. I don't know how it works, but it's a bit dodgy. Ah, that's it. Sister team. That's it. That's weird. Why is that a thing? Because I found that out a few days ago because of my mate. I got a mate that's like heavily invested in F1. He was telling me that. What on earth is that about? Why are sister teams a thing? Surely that's like a conflict of interest, no? Surely it's like against rules to be related in any way. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that's very dodgy, personally. And isn't it funny that Red Bull are amazing and AlphaTauri are terrible? I don't know. I just think some money laundering is going on. Because like, how does that work? Oh man. They're not really. They don't work together. I don't believe that. Surely they're more involved than what the public think. Oh man, I don't know. I just think it's dodgy personally. There needs to be investigations. Oh man. But yeah. Anyway, I don't mind F1. It's just I'm put off because basically Red Bull are that good. I just don't find it entertaining because they're just so much better than the competition. It's almost embarrassing. Like, it'd actually be a surprise if Max didn't win a race. That's how bad it gets now. The fact he's only... I looked at this the other day. There's only 2 races he hasn't won. But Red Bull have won every race because when he doesn't, it's Perez that wins. That's boring. How is that entertaining? They could just end the whole thing now. He'd win it. Like, he's not going to be caught. He's got so many points. Whatever. I'm talking too much about F1 considering I know very little about F1, but I digress. And I'd say this every time I do a Villa live stream. When I'm talking less about the game, there is usually a reason. The game has not been the most entertaining. You can really tell both sides are caring more about fitness than anything else. I will quickly mention the subs for Villa at halftime were Buendia and Digne for Bailey and Torres. Tielemans, Coutinho and Philogene came on the 64th. And then the final set of changes were Chambers and Cam Archer in the 77th. And with 4 minutes to go here, Valencia have a corner themselves. Valencia haven't made any subs, by the way, which is a little bit bizarre, considering we have made 7. And they have made none. People slate my team AlphaTauri, but we do have the odd win. Bro, you do you. You do you, man. Search up the F1 calendar. Max can win at Qatar in a sprint. That's the earliest he can win the championship, though. Alright. F1 calendar. That's not even that far away. That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can win in 5 Grand Prix. What? That's such a joke. That is honestly an embarrassment. That's got. If he does. Oh, Valencia have scored from a corner. Oh dear. It's a near post flick header. I think it was Peselu who scored for Valencia. Oh dear. Villa have been, well, ironically, since the second goal, it's been fairly even. And it's now Valencia's turn to kind of score out of nowhere. It's a really good corner to the near post. Oh, it's an own goal. Oh, is it a Chambers own goal? Are you joking? Chambers, you knob. Chambers has scored an own goal. I thought it was I thought it was Pepperle. It's Chambers. It's an own goal. He's so shit. I hate Chambers. He's honestly so bad. Need the Orange Cup badly? Yeah, we do. Need a trophy. What a joke, man. Right. What? Why is this just like a random one I've got? Orange Cup. Is that Tim Pot? I can't even find anything about it. Anyway, no, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's like it's a shitty pre-season one that no one cares about. Like when you like won the summer series, you had like Reece James like lift it in the sky. Well, no, it wasn't. Was it Reece James? Who was the who was it? It was a Chelsea player. He didn't even give a fuck when he did it. I don't even know your captain, to be honest. Oh, it was Aspie, wasn't it? But he left. That's probably why. I don't think it was Thiago Silva though. It didn't look. I don't think it was Silva when he had. It was James. Ah, I thought so. Yeah, I doubted myself then because I'm like, wait a minute. I know Aspie's a captain, but he left. I know Silva. I think Silva was vice captain, but I couldn't remember if he played. Archer's fault. That was Chambers' ball to clear, got in the way. No Valencia player in the area. That was shocking. That was a definite preventable goal, to say the very least. I'm just going to test if my bot is working. So you might see. Ah, so it does work. So what's going on then? All right, I'm going to do a command in chat for you guys. Can it work? Are we going to sit? Hey, there we go. Guys, I have a link tree if you don't know what that is. It's basically one place where I can post loads of social media links. If you click the link tree, it will show you all my social media if you want to help support this channel in any extra way, like following me on TikTok, or I even got my chess on there. Like I got everything on there. You can follow me through that. Basically, I just wanted to tidy it all up, put it in one. It looks quite fancy as well, so you go check it out. And also, if you guys want to, you can join my Discord. Whenever the Villa are not on Sky or BT, I post the links on my Discord general, so you can watch it alongside me. Feel free to join it. 5 minutes valid time. It is still Valencia 1, Aston Villa 2. Goals from Ollie Watkins in the first half. Buendia then put us 2 to the good. And a late own goal by Callum Chambers has made this a bit more competitive. Thanks, Harry. Are you funny? Emi Martinez on the ball for Villa, pushing his players forward. Emi's the captain today, by the way, which I've just noticed. He's got the armband. I am indeed, yeah. To be fair, a lot of people know. Look, it's not even like I've hidden that anymore. There's people from Tamworth who recognise me now, so I can't exactly hide it anymore. I have. It's quite nice. I've been to is it called what's it called over there? Solihull. Touchwood. I went there. I've been there a few times. It's quite nice. My dad oh, you don't give a fuck. My dad won't care. My dad lives in North Solihull, so I know Solihull quite well. Emmy goes long. That looked like a foul to me, but it's not been given on Cameron Archer. 2 minutes to go. Free kick to Aston Villa for another foul. We're going to basically tick this clock down, I think. Just I'm sure my dad's going to get a knock on his door any second now. I'm sure he will. Yeah, 42 of you in the live stream. I appreciate all the support today. Yeah, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. We've got 43 likes right now. If we can get it to 45 at the very least, that would be very lovely. If you haven't already, any extra support would be great. My video today has been demonetized, so any extra support would be lovely. You're from South Solihull? Oh, nice. Very nice. I used to play football in a leisure centre in North Solihull. I think there's like a swimming bath there. But if you know Solihull at all, I think you'll know what I'm on about. It's quite nice. Oh, the football pitch ain't great, but the swimming bath's alright. It's a sand pit. If you guys ever played on a sand pitch, you know what I'm on about. It's absolutely vile. Sand pitches, sand Astros are the worst to play on. I'd rather play on mud. I'd rather play barefoot on mud. Sand, this sand gets in your feet. You slip over. It's just horrible ground to land on. It's horrific in the winter. I'm very anti-sand Astro. I say we should just burn them all. They are vile. 30 seconds to go here. Still 2-1 to Aston Villa. Guys, do join me for Aston Villa versus Newcastle in a week's time. I will also be streaming, I think the night before, Manchester City versus Burnley. And then the day after, I'll be streaming Liverpool versus Chelsea. So my weekend is very busy next week. You can join me on all 3 days. It's my triple header on this channel, with Villa being the main event. So if you all want to be there and help support me, because that is full time here in Valencia. Villa have won and remain unbeaten in pre-season. Not an amazing game today by any means, but it was just about enough today to see us over the line. A very typical Unai Emery performance, where we don't play well, but you get the result, and that's all that matters, I guess. If that happens in the Premier League, no one will care, because people only care about the result. Not terrible, a little bit boring at times. You can really tell it was a friendly. Sometimes friendlies get very feisty. I did say, actually, there was someone in chat with their family, I think it was Dean, I think was his name, where he said I think it was his son that guessed 2-1, and I said that was probably the most realistic. Oh, there he is. Yeah, your son got it, and I did say at the time it was probably the most realistic prediction, and he got it spot on. Anyway, I appreciate you all being here. Have a good rest of the evening, good week. I'll see you guys hopefully for Burnley, Man City. I'll see most of you though for Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Have a very good week. Oh, I'm making a predictions video as well for the season. I'm predicting the league table. That will be in the next few days. Watch this space. It'll be very interesting. I'm sure some of you will agree or disagree with some of my opinions. Anyway, take care.